Welcome back to the Small Time Critics podcast. And oh my days, we have something juicy right here. We have something that you just want to bite into. You know what I'm saying? Think about one of your favorite apple.
Pardon
you know
the
what
pun.
I'm saying?
Bite into
Pardon the pun, bro. This is Small Time Critics. My name is TRIZLUCENT and I'm joined by
Mohammed Hashi.
And today we are talking about, oh my God, we're talking about Sinners. This is Ryan Coogler's, I think this is his fifth feature film.
I think so.
If I'm correct.
Yeah.
And what a movie this is. This stars Michael B. Jordan, obviously, you know what I'm saying? The guy with the really small thumbs. Haley Stanfield, Shamik Moore's ex. And do you know what I'm saying? Bro, stellar cast, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wait, who else is in this movie?
Jack O'Connell. Omar Miller. And your boy, Delroy Lindo. One of my favorite things about Delroy Lindo. Well, do you ever seen that news thing where he was like pretending to be like, he was like in like a newsroom, yeah, and then the guy's like talking about like I think like black people, and he's like go on, say it, say the word, say the word. I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that, bro? You need to watch that, bro. You got to watch that. That's nuts. Yeah. But yeah, man, hey, listen, we're talking about Sinners. Sinners is, let me just read it for you. Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. An even greater evil. Wow, because this is set in the Jim Crow era. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah. What is the first great evil then? Ooh, wonder. Those are the times of the JJJ. Change the J with the next letter. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what film this was? We saw this yesterday.
Yes.
We saw this at Cineworld, invited by WB.
Thank you.
In the IMAX, 70mm. Bro, this is what filmmaking is all about. This is what it's all about. Telling stories, you know what I'm saying? Telling stories that are, you know what I mean? Like, I think about myself growing up as a kid, bro. Like, thinking of like, just like my own imagination, what if I was to write a movie, what if I was to write a story, do you know what I'm saying? What I would kind of conjure up in my mind, and Ryan Coogler has done exactly that. Something that you can feel that, bro, this is like, he's really poured his heart, his emotion, his guts, so to speak, bro, into this film. This is a original story done by, honestly, one of the great filmmakers of the current era. You know what I'm saying? Backed by Christopher Nolan, who is probably the best filmmaker right now, in my honest opinion. But this is a film that has so much to say. And with that being said, he's going to take away first.
Brother, so well put. For me, this cinema's back, man. Because again, we've been worried.
It's back.
We've been worried, like, oh my God, when's the next great hit coming out? Right now, the best film of the year so far was Black Bag. Oh, what's going to be out? Oh my God, Mission Impossible. Brother, this film from the start, I just have to say, shout out the cinematographer.
Autumn, what is her name?
Autumn
Durald.
Autumn Durald. Every frame of this picture was a painting, brother.
Mm-hmm.
It was incredible. The lighting was outstanding. The sound designer, Stephen Bodecker,
yep.
The sound design was outstanding in this. Ludwig Göransson's score was fantastic. The direction, the acting, every single metric for what would make a film great was ticked. Mm-hmm. Every box was ticked. This, from start to finish, was fantastic. You know what I mean? For me. And it's just so great when a director and artists are allowed to put their whole vision on the screen and it come to fruition. Mm-hmm. And these kind of films give you so much confidence, and it gives us so much buzz, and it gives us so much energy, you know what I mean, to continue to do even our work, bro. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's just so wonderful, man. This is why we do it. I always say this to you, bro. I mean, moments like that we had last night are the reasons why we do what we do, bro.
Bro, standing ovation.
No, that got a standing O, I think 3 or 4 times, bro.
Yeah, it did. It did. And if you remember the feeling, bro, walking out of the theater, bro, we was singing. Everyone was just singing.
Everyone was singing. And also, some of the musical numbers, bro. The brother that played Sammy.
Yes.
What is the preacher boy?
Do you know what's funny? I've never seen him in anything.
His singing was so good, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for me, the themes of the film were how music, and especially the blues, are the pain of you know what I mean of the black consciousness, you know what I mean, and the living experience and stuff like that. And I just find it so interesting. First of all, it just that the main antagonist and the evil, quote unquote, is the white man. You know what I mean? Because at the time it was the white man because of what was happening in the world at the time, kind of thing. And I just find it so interesting that Jack O'Connor's character was basically saying that, we want to take that. You know what I mean? Like so many other things will take from the black man. You know what I'm saying? We want your stories.
We want your stories. I want your songs.
Yes, I want your songs, bro. Imagine, bro, how crazy that is.
And I mean, this is like a weird parallel, but like if you think about the film Dreamgirls, there was I'm trying to remember exactly what song it was, but there's many songs, bro, that were first performed by black people that have been taken and like new rendition by a white person, and that's what the song is now known for.
The whole main critique of Elvis Presley's whole career was that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That he stole from black people. Again, it was part of the film that recently came out with Austin Butler and stuff like that. But for me, like all components in regards to the thematic kind of part of the story was so well told, and especially like even from characters like Delroy Lindo's character, basically talking about the importance of the blues and who can and cannot, you know what I mean, sing it and cannot enjoy it as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. And it's a qualification, you know, quote unquote, to being able to be in part of that club.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Which I found so interesting, bro. And for me, the film is so rich. And bro, this is a film which I believe will reward a rewatch. I think, bro, as crazy, as wild as some of the scenes in the film is, because there are some scenes where you and I looked at each other and said, whoa, that just happened on the screen right now, bro. So it's just so mad, bro.
Talk to me about the editing. Sorry to cut you. Talk to me about the editing.
The editing was so good, because the thing is, there's two types of editing. Editing that you do not notice, and editing that you do notice. There's a kind of really showy one, and you're like, oh my, all right, relax, we get it. You know what I mean? You went to film school. That kind of editing, yeah? But this one was done so well because it gave you enough to really kind of like make you feel something, bro. Because like, bro, you have goosebumps or something. Because there's one scene where, we're going to spoilers, where Jack O'Connor's character literally starts to fly and it cuts on it. You know what I mean? On that, the exact moment into a piece of music kind of thing. And even like there's a great editing technique where there's a loud noise which will then go into quietness. And that was done a lot. Or on the beat kind of thing. And the first introduction to Jack O'Connor's character, is he's jumping into frame. Yeah. And we'll come from a scene where there's music and then it stops as soon as he lands, kind of thing. And it's just so well done, bro. So well done. And there's literally moments where you think, oh my God, like they just cut on that.
Yeah. I mean, the scene that you, particularly that you're talking about was, and I said it earlier on today off camera, where it's like a dynamic scene where it's like, oh my God, action packed, right? It's like something that's about to happen, something that fills the audience with dread. And it's like, you go from the moment of dread to like jubilation, because now it's like where you know the character's about to start screaming, the one that's going to be attacked, and it goes straight into someone not screaming but wailing their lungs out, singing whatever this song is.
Blues, yeah.
And like the music in this film was so powerful, man.
Yes.
Like that, I need to really find out this brother's name, man.
Who played Sammy, Preacher Boy.
Who played Sammy, Preacher Boy. From what I've heard, this is his first ever film.
Wow.
From what I've heard,
he's going to have an incredible career then.
This is his first ever film.
He's going to have an outstanding career,
that he's ever done. Yeah. And working with, you know what I mean, some of the best actors in the game. Like, obviously, Delroy Lindo. And it's like, what I love so much was the parallel, the fact that obviously this is his first ever role, right? Delroy Lindo's character is
in direct opposition with him at the start.
Exactly. Because, so let's say you're a new actor, right?
Yeah.
First ever film, first ever feature, and you're working with a seasoned actor. And I'm paralleling it to the fact that he's a legend when it comes to the blues, the harmonica, the piano. And this is a new boy who, you know what I'm saying, you play guitar, what, you want to come, you think you've got what it takes to play with me. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? To sing with me, to vibe with me, that kind of thing. And that's the kind of parallel that I was taking from it, which I thought was amazing. Yeah. And Delroy Lindo, he had some great moments in this film, man. Like, it's so funny because this film was, obviously, it's like banked, I guess, as like a horror film, but it's so funny.
I would call it more of a thriller.
More of a thriller, yeah, definitely more thriller.
I would say Delroy Lindo's characters are more the kind of comedic relief.
Yeah, which I didn't know he had that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I knew he had that, bro.
I didn't know he had that.
Even from like the Five Bloods, the
Okay,
Spike Lee film.
Oh, with Chadwick Boseman.
Was Chadwick Boseman's last performance. Yeah, R.I.P. to that brother. He was funny in that as well. He's got that in him. He can do it all, bro. Orlando can do it all, and hence the reason why he was cast in it. I do want to shout out MBJ because I did tell you I was having trouble with the performance for the first maybe half an hour kind of thing, because again I couldn't really differentiate between the two twins kind of thing. But towards the end, like the last probably like an hour-ish, was really showing me different stuff, which was great. And again, it goes back to the fact that you and I already knew the fact that Jonathan Majors was meant to be one of the brothers, and it wasn't meant to be twins.
I'm so gutted never got to happen.
Yes, because again, you and I were theorizing who he would have been in it, and most likely he would have been Stack.
He would have been
the vampire, and it would have made more sense for that.
I feel like this is my own personal opinion. MBJ is a great actor, one of the greatest actors of our generation, and I think he did an outstanding job in this film.
Yes,
I was a bit kind of thrown off. One has to wear a red hat, one has to wear a blue hat. But I guess obviously the themes are deeper than just to differentiate between the two of them. It's actually to show the emotions.
Yeah, we're talking about colour theory.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Last night as well, weren't we?
So it's also to show that, even to the fact that they're so different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Smoke is the more, even though he's the one that shoots the gun and does all these other kind of bits and bobs, he's the more reserved one. Yeah. He's the one that thinks more, that takes his time to think about cerebral, you know what I'm saying? That he won't just make a decision, you know what I'm saying? Or if he thinks something is wrong, no, that's wrong. We can't do that. We can't have this kind of thing. Whereas Stack is the brother that's more like, nah, let's wait and see how this pans out for a sec.
Yeah.
Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's see more what's going on, that kind of thing. He's the more light-hearted one. He's the more one that's you know what I mean? Just I don't want to say the one that has the more personality.
Yeah.
But so to speak, is the one. But I guess that's what red is. Do you know what I'm saying? As a color theory, do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what you get more from
passion,
the color.
love.
You get me?
Yeah.
And what do you think about Haley Stanfield's character in this?
I thought she did so well with what she was given. Definitely. I thought in terms of, because again, a lot of stuff before the film, like we were speaking about yesterday, was her delving into her own ancestry and the fact that she's got black members of her own family.
Yeah. She did say that.
And she's very white facing and all that kind of stuff. And again, that was stuff that was used in the film. Stuff like that, how literally, what do you call it? Stack made her marry a white man and all this kind of stuff to get her money up and to have a great life, a life that he couldn't give her, kind of thing, because of the love he has for her. He wants her to have a good life, kind of thing. And she's like, I don't want all that kind of stuff. But he goes, I wanted that for you because that's what love is, isn't it? Because if you love someone, sometimes you have to let them go, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let them live their best life, kind of thing. And I found that very, very interesting that he had that kind of wherewithal, even though my guy's a bit of a hothead and has made bad decisions, all that kind of stuff.
Shamik, let her live, bro. Let her live.
I'm talking about,
she's got her white man. Let her live, bro. Give it up. That's the reason why we ain't got Spider-Verse movie yet.
Because of the awkwardness. Yeah. That's hilarious.
But no, honestly, bro, this is a film that reminded me why I love to pay money for this experience, for the experience of cinema. Why, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when people be like, oh yeah, you got to watch it in IMAX. You know what I'm saying? There's a handful of movies that I'd pick and say, yeah, you need to watch this in IMAX.
You need to watch this on the biggest screen possible, like with the best sound system, Dolby Atmos.
What did you say to Ken when he said he hasn't seen Dune 2, or he's seen Dune 2, but he didn't watch it in IMAX? You ain't seen the movie.
Yeah.
You ain't seen the movie. Yeah. I was a bit like, I don't know if this kind of took you out, but obviously being shot in IMAX, obviously some of the frames or some of the sections would like have the double bars.
So this was like, for the bigger kind of set piece scenes, was shot in 70mm. So that's the biggest format kind of thing. And it's not even shot like vertically, it's shot horizontally. Yeah. That's how big it is. Whereas the digital version of the IMAX is shot kind of the normal kind of horizontal way. And those were for more of the interior scenes.
So did that take you out of it by any chance?
No. It didn't take me out of it. The only thing, great segue, what did take me out of it, and kind of going into kind of audience spoilers, was the fact that when they were speaking about the significance of the blues and what music can do, they, I believe, in my opinion, took us out of the film by showing kind of different kind of times version of their kind of music that transcends. So we kind of saw a tribal guy at the start. Then we saw a brother with like a rock guitar kind of thing.
So what, 70s or something
70s
like that?
70s kind of thing. Then we see, you know what I mean?
Some girl twerking.
Some girl twerking from our time kind of thing. Then we see literally guys from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? The kind of thing and stuff like that. So that was interesting and visual wise. But what I would have loved and what I think would have made it a better scene is, again, a lot of the music was getting into contemporary. You could hear synth. You could hear beats. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. You could hear contemporary kind of like equipment used in musical performance. I was thinking if they did like a more kind of contemporary kind of musical kind of number for that kind of scene, that would have been more effective to kind of show you what is happening in that bar. Does that make sense, bro?
It does make sense, but I'll tell you why I liked it, yeah?
Okay.
Because for me, it took us on a story through time. You know what I'm saying? It took us on a musical journey, you know, through music that maybe I don't ever like to use the phrase like black owned music or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But like music that speaks to the black experience.
Yeah.
Let's say that, yeah.
Yeah.
And it took us through all those different kind of timelines. And there's a song, you know, when they're like, the roof is on fire. Do you know what I'm saying? The roof was literally on fire.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that's what Ryan Coogler was trying to do.
Yeah.
But that's what I was getting from it. Do you know what I'm saying? That, so to speak, that kind of, that song is from the 90s, right? Or 90s or 80s, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, those are songs that you grew up with. It was just a great walk through time of music that I grew up listening to, that a lot of my friends grew up listening to, a lot of my family grew up listening to, and it just spoke to all of it, all the different timelines in our own musical background, in our own musical history. And then to get the scene where the roof is literally on fire, bro, I was like, bro, what a beautiful kind of way to end this. And then we get the view from Jack O'Connor's character, literally the vampire, so to speak, of the film, yeah?
Yeah.
Literally watching this and go into the moment where he says, "I want your music. I want your songs. I want your stories." Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that what we were seeing in that moment isn't what's actually happening, but to the vampires, yeah, to this this white man that wants to take all this stuff from the black people. You know what I'm saying? It's literally he's seeing it. He's saying, "I'm here for you. I'm here I'm here only for you because I want what you have." Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the power of what Sammy, do you know what I'm saying? What's he called? Preacher Boy was doing. That's what our music does. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what our music has always done throughout time.
Look at how black culture and black music has permeated popular culture at large. You know what I'm saying? What is it to be cool? Is for people to dress like us. You know what I'm saying? So it's continued on from then until now, until the future, and long after you and I are gone as well.
100%,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying?
And fam, like, bro, it goes back to Autumn Durald.
Yes.
Cinematography, bro.
Some
of these.
Because some of the shots, literally, I'm turning to you saying, "Bro, look at that," and you're like, "Oh my god, look at that shot right there."
Bro, some of these scenes, bro, you'll blow up and put it as your wallpaper on your laptop.
Oh my god, 100%.
Bro,
100%.
Like, I mean, going into another part of the movie that wasn't really favorable was the last kind of end scene where is it Smoke? Smoke is basically erasing the white man. I didn't really understand that part.
That's an interesting point because I was wondering, how did Smoke know it was a double cross?
I think we know because in the film, Jack O'Connor's character says this is the nephew of the guy that sold you the barn. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So they were coming to get you
anyway.
They were coming to get you anyway.
Yes, thank you.
Do you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm making your life easier.
I'm doing you a favor. They're coming tomorrow morning. Yeah, I remember now.
That kind of thing. Yeah. So that's how he knew that there was going to be a double cross in the end.
Yeah.
But that was the only part of the movie that I felt like, sometimes I don't like watching something where it's like, all right, cool. Not pandering, but you know what I mean? We don't have to do this. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Interesting. I think it was the movie giving you one last set piece, but they wanted to do it in daytime.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess so.
What did you think of the post-credit scenes?
Post-credit scenes, I really liked the Biggie Smalls 90s because it was 1992. Yeah, I'm saying that kind of when he walks in with the kind of tapestry kind of jumper and the little mid
side parting. Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Side parting, yeah.
That was cool. Do you know what I'm saying? And Haley Steinfeld's literally got the lollipop kind of thing, hair
and the jacket,
up, big earrings.
Yeah,
that was cool. You know what I'm saying? That making me think of some of the 90s stuff. You get me? And then when ring that's a stack. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought that's pretty cool. Cool post-credit scene, which I think served its purpose.
Yeah.
It definitely did serve its purpose because he sees Sammy, because Sammy at the end, his father is the preacher. His father's telling him, Sammy, put down the guitar. Put down the guitar.
Yeah.
Put down the guitar.
That's
Come to the load. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So put this down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're dancing with the devil. You get me? Which essentially, they always obviously I'm a Christian man, innit? So it's music is always something, I'm sure it is in a lot of other faiths, where specific types of music, bro, is something that you should stay away from. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it literally is dance with the devil. You're talking about secular stuff. You are living a life of jive. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Living in the world. You know what I'm saying? Or dunya. You get me? You get me? Yeah. You're doing the things of the world which are ultimately frowned upon. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why his father says to him, put this down because it ain't good for you. But it's so funny that Sammy says, fuck that. I'm gonna live this life because I love music that much. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So getting that post-credit scene where Sammy's now in his 80s.
And he's a famous, guitarist. Blues guitarist.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Touring, all this kind of stuff.
Exactly. And he says, you know what I'm saying? Like getting that future kind of aspect to it. I was like, this is sick, man. And quite surprising because this ain't no franchise film.
Do you know what's hilarious? Because I was on Reddit this morning. People think this is real. And we're Googling Sammy Nelson, bro.
What?
They're really Googling acting as, bro. People are so dumb, bro.
Okay.
People are dumb, bro. People, and again, this is people that are freaking our contemporaries that are Googling. I think, bro, come on, this film hasn't come out yet and you're freaking Googling dumb stuff like this. Ridiculous.
Okay, cool. I did not know that. And
I'm afraid the wider audience will do this when it comes out on the 18th. It's crazy.
Hey, listen, what's your review? What's your rank? Where's this rank for you?
This is such a huge
What's your rating?
movie. My ratings is going to be crazy, but I just wanted to make one last point. Jack O'Connor's performance was so good. I was kind of complaining to you at the start, thinking, bro, I can hear an Irish accent underneath this kind of southern one. What's that about? And then I kind of was like, oh my God. And then I mentioned the hive mind in regards to vampires. Then that ended up happening. And then when you actually hear his actual proper Irish accent and the fact that...
Starts river dancing.
Quite literally river dancing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you have all of these black people singing all of this Irish song kind of thing.
I did like the bit where Michael B. Jordan was like...
Yeah,
clapping in that. It was quite hilarious.
That was hilarious. Yeah, as one of the vampires, it was a crazy film, man. And when you realize, because we were saying, oh my goodness, when everyone left the party early, all these people are dead.
Yeah.
And it quite literally happened, bro. Yeah. And what I think, and also, bro, my last point is, great films usually, like invariably, have a very very simple premise and story. You know what I'm saying? All right, they're creating this party. They're gonna have it. It's all gonna happen in one night. Very simple, bro. Easy to follow. You know what I'm saying? Not all these different meandering threads all over the gaff. You know what I'm saying? So that really helps the story and helps you kind of lock in to what you're seeing.
And it's funny how...
And the themes as well, which are very, very important.
It's funny how the whole story is in the trailer. And you get me? I mean...
And it's not ruined by that as well.
It's not ruined by that. Obviously, I feel like right now... I spoke about this in the last ep, about the Matt Damon thing, where now movie trailers can't be vague. They have to sell you. You know what I'm saying? You need to know why I'm going into this theater. Yeah. What am I going to go watch? What's this film going to be about? Do you know what I'm saying? But I just really hope that, and to be honest with you, I say I hope, but I know, you get me. If anyone's going to show up, our people going to show up. You know what I'm saying?
For this, people have already said that we're going to show up, and we are going to show up in our droves, bro. I'm telling you now, this is going to make so much money, bro. And this is why WB are going to be set.
How much money do you think this has to be successful? Because out of interest, because this isn't a big franchise. This isn't like some big IP or nothing like that. It's an original story, original idea that Ryan Coogler's composed himself.
I think there's potential this could touch $500 million.
Wow.
I really do think it could.
Wow,
I really think it could, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's funny, which is low for him. I don't know how much Fruitville Station made.
No, Fruitville Station didn't make much, but critically it was acclaimed. And that's what got him, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, this is the director, bro, that told Sylvester Stallone, I'm going to make a Rocky movie and you ain't going to be in it, bro. As in, you're not the main star. Yeah. But I think he got nominated for...
yes.
He did, bro, innit?
Best supporting actor, yeah.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro, he just got you a nomination, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How can you say no to this guy?
But the credit to Sylvester Stallone, he's a screenwriter in his own right, and he read the script and said, I'm in. He read it and was like, I'm in. Automatically, so credit to him. He knew a hit when he saw it.
Bro, listen. Again, I want to give Ryan Coogler his props, give him his praises, because Wakanda forever, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, fam. I was very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? If I meet you, I'll tell you that to your face, bro. I was very disappointed in that movie, bro. That movie, I was a bit worried.
He's capping. He's not gonna do that,
bro. You've given us cinema. You've given us
Sinners.
you've given us a reason. You know what I'm saying, to want to be welcomed back to the theater, and I'm just so thankful, bro.
I do wish they named it something else because I told my mum about it. She was like, no, we can't watch that.
Sinners.
It's a bad name.
It's not great. I mean, you know what's funny? I love when films have such a simple name, bro.
Yes.
But then it's like you go there and you get the meat of it is in the movie.
Yeah.
You get the name. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Much like Tenant. You know what I'm saying?
It's a palindrome though.
Bro,
You know what palindrome is, right?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Palindrome means something that reads the same both ways.
Oh, I do know what that means then.
Yeah. You just found out right now because I told you.
No, I actually do know what that means. I just don't know that's the actual meaning of it.
Okay, fair enough.
Rating.
8.5. I've been thinking about this for a while because, bro, I've been kind of going between 8.5 to 9. And, bro, the thing is, on a rewatch, Triz, I said this to you last night, on a rewatch, I think this probably will go to a 9, but I haven't rewatched it yet because the film's not out yet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out WB.
Boy.
For inviting us to the screening.
I mean, when I was walking out, there was these two girls saying, "What did you think of the movie?" I was like, "Man," before I even said my word, she's like, "It's a 9.5." And I was like, "God damn, you haven't seen no movies before? The fuck? 9.5? You seen Godfather?" Anyways, I was like, 9.5 is way, way, way high.
So what are you doing?
I have to go 8.5, man. 8.5 for a film that, honestly, I think blows away the theater easily.
You have to see this on the biggest screen you can with the best sound system that you can.
You have to still.
You have to.
The score, the score, the music, man.
Oh my days.
This is a film.
This guy was singing.
I was
when
singing.
He came out.
I was like, man, bro, I was in my bag, bro. I was in my bag, fam.
This guy's got a falsetto on it.
Bro,
This guy can sing, you know. He's got some
like,
pipes.
put me in a movie, bro. I swear down, fam, bro. Because, fam, if I was gonna be an actor, that's the kind of roles I want, bro.
Yeah.
Put me in one of these films, bro.
But also this film, what a great advertisement for cinema as well.
Bro, you know what I'm saying?
Same.
Hats off to him, man.
To the whole team, man. Everyone.
Hats off to everybody that took part in this one, because this is really a film for generations, bro. They keep talking about adolescence is going to be shown in schools. Please put Sinners in there. Bro, honestly, bro. This is filmmaking 101.
I hear it. I can't argue that.
And, hey, that was our review on Sinners. When you see this film, please comment down below, because I need to know everything that you think about this film, man. I need to know what you're thinking. I need to know your first reaction. Bro, I came home buzzing, bro. I made a TikTok. That's how, bro, I couldn't
You
hold
didn't
my
have a
excitement.
mic on you.
Bro, I didn't have a mic, bro. Mike was in a flipping whip. Couldn't help it. But yeah, man, that was our Sinners review, and we'll leave you with that. Peace out. Until next time.
Peace.